So I want to start this one a little bit differently today because I think it's so relevant. I want to talk about how we met. And I want to say this was in 1999. And I recall very vividly being on the track, had just finished practice, and my roommate and friend was waiting for me. She had her things packed. We were headed out for spring break. And I went to tell my coach that I was headed out, and it was a new coach that had come that year. And he said, "No, you're not." And I said, "What do you mean?" And he said, "You can't go anywhere. You have training to do. You know, we have big meets coming up after this." And I was upset and in shock and couldn't believe he was actually forbidding me. And you were there. And I can't remember if I told you, you heard, but you came over to explain that you had a similar experience. And it was a teaching moment for me in terms of what you have to do when you have certain goals in mind and how you can't do things like everybody else. But I was wondering if you wanted to share your half of that story.
So yeah, I remember that occasion well. Back when I was a freshman at Stanford, so this would have been all the way back 88, 89. I remember my friends, roommates were planning this trip to Hawaii for spring break, and I had never been to Hawaii. So I thought, awesome, I get to travel with them, booked the ticket, paid for the ticket. Everybody was getting ready to go. And I think about a week before I was like, oh, I should let my coach know that I'm going to Hawaii for spring break. And same like your coach, he said, no, you're not. And I thought, wait, I already paid for the ticket. It's non-refundable because I got the cheapest fare. And he was like, good for you. You'll not be going anywhere. No one that's on scholarship or no serious athlete goes away for spring break because that's in the middle of the track season when you're trying to gear up for great performances. And like you, my face sort of fell to the ground in disbelief because he was so serious. And he turned around and walked away. And I'm like, I
Oh
guess
gosh,
the conversation's over.
that
So
was that.
I just remember going to tell my friends, like, I can't go with you. I stayed on campus with whoever else were the few people that stayed on campus during spring break. But it, like you said, it was a great teaching moment that in order to excel, it's something I say to my boys now all the time. I say, you want to be good or you want to be great? If you want to
Mhm.
be good, go ahead and do what all the people that are good do, which is average discipline, average work ethic, average commitment. Go ahead, enjoy yourself. But if you want to be great, you have to be willing to do things that other people are not prepared to do. And this was a prime
Yes.
example.